Technology has come a long way over the years, providing us with good communication, but sometimes it isn't always a good thing. A big issue is arising across the United States, and that issue involves students and teachers being friends on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Should this be allowed? Has it caused improper student-teacher relationships to increase over the years? According to New York Times, improper teacher-student relationships have skyrocketed over the years. Social media plays a role in this issue, allowing students and teachers to come in contact via social media. In the Culture Map, a Dallas paper, Terry Abbott, who was the former chief of staff of the United States Department of Education, explained that there have been over 200 cases from January 2013 to March 2013. A quarter of those cases were in Texas, which is the number one leading state in student-teacher relationships. In San Antonio College paper called The Ranger, it states, technology from phone records, social media can make it easier for these cases to be prosecuted. The information is not just a he said situation, there is hard evidence. The college's story on a student who had an inappropriate relationship with a teacher at Madison High School. The student was 18, a senior at Madison High School, and the teacher was 34 years old. In the Madison case, the student has photos of her and the teacher on her social media page on Facebook. And the two have posted comments on each other's pages on pictures in their posts that they have posted on their Facebooks, and none of the comments or photos have any sexual content to them. And even though the girl was 18 years old and legal age, it is still legal for a student and an educator to have a relationship. Parents have become more lenient with their children's phones, computers, etc., and that possesses an issue. It helps students become more secretive, and parents should be more aware of what is going on in their homes, at school, outside of school. And this isn't a matter of personal opinion. This is the law. It is illegal to have a student-teacher relationship at a school or outside of school, at that matter. A few things to look out for when suspecting a student-teacher relationship is 1. Falling grades, 2. A student being reclusive, and 3. An excess amount of time spent with a teacher. With the access to social media and the increase in student-teacher relationships, it is apparent that social media has played a role in this. I spoke with a police officer of the Wiley Police Department, and I asked her a few questions. I asked her if she thinks social media is a temptation of students and teachers to engage in inappropriate relationships, and her response to the question was, yes, I think that these days parents are not paying attention to what their children are doing, or they are in a broken home that causes them to lack a relationship, so they turn to a teacher. It just happens that social media causes access to these relationships to be easier. I also asked her if she noticed an increase in student-teacher relationships over the years. She stated, I have noticed an increase in inappropriate relationships, but this could also be caused by access to evidence that makes it easier to catch them. I'm not saying that there should be a law for a student to not be friends with a teacher on Facebook, and I'm not saying that they should not give out their personal cell phone numbers to students, because in my case, I was in agriculture education classes in high school, which involved a lot of outside extracurricular activities. I was lucky to have my teacher's numbers in case something happened at the ag barn where my animals were held. I'm not sure what I would do without their education to come to the barn and help me. I believe it should be a school policy that there should be guidelines to what a teacher and a student relationship should be. I also would like to put in place a policy that slows down the rate of improper student-teacher relationships or puts a stop to them.